Good evening and welcome to Riverside Community College District's 2016 Annual Recognition Awards and Arts Gala. My name is Debbie Guthrie, and it is my pleasure to serve as your MC for this historic evening. Tonight we celebrate the centennial anniversary of Riverside City College and the 25th anniversaries of Moreno Valley and Norco colleges. As we begin, please join me in thanking and recognizing the Moreno Valley Guitar Ensemble, directed by Barry McNaughton, and the Riverside City College Guitar Ensemble, directed by Peter Curtis, for performing during our reception. And we also want to give a special thanks to the RCC Marching Tigers for leading us to our seats. So let's give them a big round of applause. So during tonight's reception, we have provided photo opportunities with a step and repeat. And for a less formal means of capturing the night, we have a photo booth available until 7:15. with some really fun props and some very memorable pictures. So we hope you have a chance to commemorate the fun and celebration of this special evening. 100 years ago, visionaries in Riverside established Riverside City College, only the 7th community college in the state of California. They wanted their young people to have access to higher education. 75 years later, in 1991, in response to their needs of the region, 2 new campuses opened, one in Moreno Valley and one in Norco. Thanks in large part to support from their communities and the efforts of many of you here tonight, Moreno Valley College and Norco College achieved college status in 2010. Today, RCCD is a 3-college system that serves more than 33,000 students annually. These colleges are vital to the success of students who attend, but also to the economic and workforce development of our region. The RCCD colleges take great pride in serving their communities. Tonight, it is a privilege to recognize and thank several outstanding friends and alumni who have brought honor to the college through their association and support. This year, RCCD trustee Janet Green has represented the Board of Trustees in our community by serving as the Silver Centennial Ambassador. I would like to invite Janet to come forward at this time.
Thank you, Debbie. Good evening. As the Board of Trustees Special Ambassador during this Silver Centennial year, I've had the great pleasure of visiting with many civic and business groups, elected officials, and of course, community members. Like us, they consider RCCD colleges to be the jewels precious to their communities. Having served as a community college trustee for 10 years and as a higher education advocate on the Athena International Board of Directors, I really enjoyed these visits. Spending time with alumni and college friends and supporters was a joy. Some were veterans like me. Others worked as nurses, first responders, skilled technicians, and in many other diverse fields. Several were community members and leaders, donating their time and talents. Our conversations touched on several things that this historic anniversary year, the importance of community colleges, and the wonderful partnerships, that exist among RCCD, cities, businesses, and local educational institutions. I also got to hear amazing stories about Riverside City College, Moreno Valley College, and Norco College, and was reminded constantly at the tremendous positive impact our colleges faculty, and staff have on our real lives every day. I am pleased today that tonight's award recipients are additional reminders of the value of an affordable, high-quality community college education. And it is an honor to be here tonight helping celebrate their achievements as part of RCCD's Silver Centennial Year. Thank you very kindly. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Trustee Green. She's done such a great job and such a great friend. We appreciate her very much. This year, we will award District's 60th Alumnus of the Year, joining a distinguished group that includes individuals who are outstanding in their professions as community leaders, military leaders, and public servants. Tonight, we want to pay special recognition to the former RCCD Alumnus of the Year who have joined us. First, to represent 1974 Alumnus of the Year Mane Akubo is her niece, Seiko Buckingham. (1978) Alumnus of the Year and former mayor of the city of Riverside, Ab Brown, is represented by his daughter, Susan Mills. 2000 Alumnus of the Year and former county supervisor, Tom Mullen. To represent the 2002 Alumnus of the Year and former Riverside City Council member and former RCCD Foundation board member, Emil Moore, is his wife, Henrietta. (2009) Alumnus of the Year and current Riverside County Supervisor, Marion Ashley. And last but certainly not least, 2011 Alumnus of the Year and Executive Vice President of Hub Insurance, Nick Goldware. And he is not the last. And 2014 Alumnus of the Year and retired Superintendent of Alvord Unified School District, Kathy Wright. Let's give them all a round of applause. Very special, and we thank you all for joining us on this special night. Now I would like to ask the following former award recipients who are with us to please stand in the audience. Also joining us tonight are several leaders and representatives that serve in the interest of the district and our colleges. Please stand as you're recognized, and audience, please hold your applause to the end. From the state of California, Assemblymember Jose Medina, 61st District. Somebody told me they'll come and take your food away or something. From the County of Riverside, Supervisor Kevin Jeffries and Supervisor Marion Ashley. From the City of Corona, Council Member Karen Spiegel, Council Member Randy Fox, and Council Member Eugene Montanez. For the Western Municipal Water District, Tom Evans. From the Riverside Community College District, Board of Trustees President Virginia Blumenthal, Vice President Nathan Miller, Secretary Tracy Vacar, members Mary Figueroa and Janet Green, Student Trustee Ryan Rudolph, and Chancellor Michael Burke. Representing Moreno Valley College, not done yet, President Sandra Mayo, and Student Body President Tyrone Mazadon, Sr. Representing Norco College, Interim President Irv Hendrick, and Student Body President Susie Shepler. Representing Riverside City College, President Woldiab Isaac, and Student Body President Nigel Item. From Riverside Unified School District Board of Education, Tom Hunt, their president, Brent Lee, vice president, and Patricia Locke-Dawson, clerk. From the RCCD Foundation Board of Directors, Joan Roberts, president, Raymond Hicks, vice president, and may I ask all of my colleagues on the RCCD Foundation Board to please stand. We would also like to thank Senator Richard Roth for sending certificates of recognition for tonight's award recipients. And now please join me in this long-awaited moment recognizing these special guests. Thank you for being here. I want to also recognize that we also received certificates from Senator Jeff Stone and Assemblymember Jose Medina for the recognition tonight. Tonight is both a celebration and an opportunity to directly assist students. Proceeds from tonight's event will support college performing arts programs and student enrichment. The names of the individual and corporate sponsors of tonight's event are in your program and will appear on the video screen, but I want to take just a moment to recognize them. The platinum sponsors this evening are Union Bank and Kaiser Permanente. That's why. The gold sponsors are Edison International and Southern California Gas Company. Silver sponsors are many wonderful people who made this event happen tonight. Altura Credit Union, Balfour Beatty Construction, Bank of America, Citizens Business Bank, Susan and Nick Goldware, HMC Architects, LPA Inc., Riverside Convention Center, the Riverside County Board of Supervisors District 2, the Riverside County Board of Supervisors District 5, Tilden Coil Constructors, Inc., Visiting Angels, Waste Management, and Wells Fargo. Let's give them a round of applause. And last but certainly not least, the bronze sponsors, AT&T, Barnes & Noble, Bernard's, Brian and Vicki Hawley, Concha Rivera, Dan Hantman, Social Security Attorney, DLR Group, Dwight Tate and Kathy Wright, Farmer Boys Foods, Inc., GKK Works, Gresham Savage Nolan and Tilden, Integrated Care Communities, Keenan and Associates, Keygent LLC, Parkview Community Hospital Medical Center, Pepsi, Piper Jaffray and Company, Riverside Medical Clinic, Riverside Transit Agency, the Community Foundation, and the University of California, Riverside. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, you've heard some wonderful music already, but our next artists tonight come from Riverside City College. The RCC Wind Ensemble consists of some of the finest college wind and percussion performers in Southern California. It has represented RCC not only in California, but in the Pacific Northwest, Hawaii, and Tokyo, Japan. This past June, the ensemble was featured at the International Music Festival at the Walt Disney Concert Hall in Los Angeles. Tonight, the Wind Ensemble will perform Short Ride in a Fast Machine, kind of the story of my life. Anyway, I'm sorry. Short Ride in a Fast Machine by John Adams. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the RCC Wind Ensemble under the direction of Kevin Mays, after which we will take a short break while dinner is served. Thank you. Choir is a mixed-voice auditioned ensemble dedicated to the study and artistic expression of fine choral repertoire. The choir is comprised of students representing the diversity of Norco College, powerfully united in the pursuit of musical beauty. Norco Choir has shared the concert stage with R&B legend Piabo Bryson, Broadway star Jennifer Holliday, and has toured as far as South Africa. You don't go much farther than that. The choir will perform in Seattle, Washington, and Vancouver, Canada this June. Tonight, Norco Choir will perform Mon cœur s'est recommandé à vous, My Heart is Offered to You. And as they get situated here, let's give them a round of applause and welcome the Norco Choir under the direction of Kim Cameron. Was absolutely beautiful. Good for the digestion. It was absolutely beautiful. The groups that have performed here this evening have been wonderful. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you so much. Our first honorees this evening are 3 young alumni who are making a difference in their professions and their communities. Our young alumni videos, please.
Moreno Valley College's 2016 young alumna, Tamara Thacker, knew coming out of high school that college wasn't on the horizon.
College was not an option for me. It just was something that I never even was schooled to go to college. It just never, there was only one time it came up, and there was a professor in my history class, and I think that was the 10th grade. who told me I would never go to college.
Her decision to enter the Navy brought adventures, along with a quirk of fate that proved she was on a true heading.
When I was in the military, it made me think about my grandfathers. Were all in the Navy, and the history behind that is really significant because my grandfather on my father's side was on the same ship as I was.
Serving on a Navy ship as a corpsman was an education for Thacker.
Basically, you're sort of I would say like a nurse, but you do a lot more than a nurse. You take your patient from A to Z.
Thacker moved up the enlisted ranks until fate played its second card, and she became the first woman to be incorporated into the U.S. Marine Corps' basic reconnaissance training.
They absolutely were put off by the fact that I was a female because it was an all-male billet, and they gave me 3 months to find a replacement and basically transfer to another unit. But after 3 months, they saw that I was gung-ho, and they let me participate in the training. They let me do my job as well. They saw that I was pretty much a force to be reckoned with at that time, and they sent me to instructor school, and I became an instructor for basic reconnaissance course for 3 years after that, which I was the first female to ever be indoctrinated into the training at that time.
When she completed her military career in 2012, the Navy veteran changed tacks and headed for college.
The transition itself was pretty hard. You have a lot of adjusting from being a sailor or a military person to becoming a civilian. Moreno Valley College assisted me in going to school, and the one marker that I can think of is Lizette Tenorio. She was the person that made me who I am today.
Thacker and Tenorio met each other at the right time in life.
I will always remember her because I think our program was so new, so she was my first law student. And, I kind of put her under my wing, and she was that one student that would always come in and ask questions.
After successfully navigating her undergraduate work, Thacker set sail for UC Santa Barbara. She quickly became involved on campus and now serves as president of the Student Veterans Organization. Her experience has given her a unique perspective. That perspective looms large in Thacker's future. After attending grad school, she plans to serve as a veterans coordinator at a community college or university. Lizette Tenorio predicts only fair seas ahead.
I see nothing but greatness for her. Whatever she goes and sets out to do, she's going to be great at it. I think sky's the limit with her.
Tamara, on behalf of all of us here at Moreno Valley College, faculty, staff, and our community partners, I'd like to congratulate you on your selection as Moreno Valley College's Young Alumnus of 2016. I would also like to thank you for your service in the United States Navy. You are an inspiration to veterans and other students across the district. Thank you and best wishes.
Ryan Cortez had a lot of college options coming out of high school, but family and community ties kept him local.
I had options to go to a four-year institution, go out of state, but family meaning just about everything to me, it was a difficult choice to make, so I chose Norco College and couldn't have been happier with my choice.
Ryan credits Norco College with giving him room to grow.
Norco College absolutely influenced my career path. I originally started out as a history major, wanting to go and teach high school and coach. However, explored some different options here, took some business classes, and decided that business was the way for me to go. Growing up in a family business, Cortez Jewelers, been in business for 48 years. Grandparents started it.
His time at Norco College equipped him with skills he finds invaluable today.
So one of the instructors that had the biggest impact on me was Professor Aaron Flick. actually had him for English 1B critical thinking. Really challenged me to think outside the box, put a whole entire new light on what critical thinking was, and taught me some skills that I used all throughout my college career.
The road from student to economic development professional required juggling a full-time job with graduate school. It wasn't always easy, but he had his heart and mind set on giving back to his hometown.
After graduating with my MBA, I originally began an internship with the City of Corona's Economic Development Department. I was offered an opportunity by that time by the Administrative Services Director, and it had always been my goal to work for the City of Corona.
Now, 3 years out of school, Ryan has career moments upon which he can look back with pride, knowing what he does matters and has real-life impacts.
One of my fondest memories is it was about 3 months into my career at the City of Corona. Was out on a business visit, interviewing a company, making sure that they're happy and up to date on all programs and incentives available to them. Found out they were actually planning on leaving the City of Corona to relocate, and most of their employees were not going to go with them. There were upwards of about 150 employees that were going to potentially lose their jobs. We plugged them into a state program that allowed them to take advantage of some tax incentives and actually help them grow and expand in the City of Corona rather than leaving the City of Corona.
Ryan's commitment to Norco College has been an asset. His industry connections have been a valuable resource in helping us build our advisory committees. These committees provide much needed local input into our programs.
Ryan is thankful for the support he has received from loved ones, friends, and his employer, and is excited about opportunities to build partnerships with Norco College.
It's been great to reconnect with Norco College. We're implementing some of the programs that Norco College is now doing and trying to get our local business community to plug into the educational opportunities here. It really means a lot to come back here and work on developing some of the curriculum and some of the programs and assisting in that to meet the needs of the local community.
Congratulations on your achievements, Ryan. We at Norco College are fond of saying that a great higher education begins here. No one represents the validity of that claim better than you. We're proud of you, and we're delighted that you are the 2016 Alumnus of the Year at Norco College.
It was a sixth grade science fair that sparked Riverside City College's 2016 young alumnus Lorenzo Corzano to dream of a life of research and discovery. Born in Peru and brought to the United States at age 10, Corzano mastered a new language and culture with his parents' support.
I always knew I was going to major in science, I just didn't know what science it was going to be. And so while I was at RCCD, I just basically took all the classes that were science related.
Just as scientific research sometimes yields unexpected results, so too did Corzano's academic journey to a PhD.
My path is kind of strange because I decided to pursue a PhD first because I wanted to be a researcher. And that passion kind of started here at RCC with Dr. Herrick. And then when I transferred to UC Riverside, I started doing research with Dr. Zanello, and I just kind of fell in love with it. And then I pursued my doctorate at the City of Hope. And then when I was there, we collaborated with a lot of oncologists, and they would come in and they would like share basically like the story of their patients. And it kind of made my research more real, like it actually showed me what it could do. But at the same time, it kind of showed me that I really like to interact with people and patients.
It was at City of Hope that Corzano's path took the strange turn he speaks of.
I would say like the sacrifice that my parents made to basically come here really did open up a lot of doors for me. I think being here just allowed me to basically just thrive.
Corzano credits his success at navigating a difficult path in part to things he learned at Riverside City College.
The one thing that I look forward to after I become a physician is just interacting with my patients and knowing that with my knowledge and I can actually make a difference in their lives.
He shares those life lessons with others, carrying forward his family's belief that education is key to a better life.
If you really want something, you just pursue it and you find a way to do it.
Professor Herrick says there is a high probability that Dr. Corzano will change many people's lives.
I see a future in which Renzo can do anything that he wants to do. I mean, the sky is the limit with somebody like that. When you combine intellectual talent, when you combine empathy, passion, and humility, you can do anything that you want. So Renzo is, I can't think of a better candidate for RCC Young Alumnus of the Year than Renzo.
Renzo, on behalf of the Riverside City College faculty and staff and its community partners, I'd like to congratulate you on your selection as Riverside City College's Young Alumnus. Your educational story, coinciding with the college's 100th anniversary, is truly an inspiration. Again, congratulations on your selection as RCC's 2016 Young Alumnus.
That was truly inspirational. And now I invite Chancellor Burke and Trustee President Virginia Blumenthal to join me in recognizing our 2016 Young Alumni of the Year. From Moreno Valley College, Tamara Thacker. While Tamara's coming forward, from Norco College, Ryan Cortez. And from Riverside City College, Renzo Corzano. Great examples of what can be from Riverside Community College District. Congratulations, all of you. The RCC Musical Theater Ensemble has been referred to as one of the top training programs in the country by the Kennedy Center's American College Theater Festival. The program prepares young artists with skills and experience necessary to further their careers in the industry. Please welcome the RCC Musical Theater Ensemble under the direction of Jody Julian, presenting Big Love from Memphis, the musical.
Some people say I'm just a fool, a man with nothing to show. They say you got the charm of a mule, but there's something these people don't know. If they could only see deep inside, they'd see that my heart can sing. You got that soul, and I got my pride, and you got you just one other thing. Look, open your eyes, I got a surprise. We'll be rocking and rolling till we see the sunrise. I take you places we never go. Woo! Come and Big Daddy, 'cause Big Daddy's got your love. But you're the same voice, all the chicks I think they did. How do you that big? Woo! Come on, boy, call me Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got your love.
you want more, didn't it? Our next award honors the Outstanding Partner of the Year. Bestowed by the RCCD Foundation, this award signifies exemplary support and partnership in advancing the Foundation's mission. Ladies and gentlemen, please take a look at the screens.
Local government often does not get credit for the good it does in the community. In addition to providing services to residents, government can partner in programs that change lives. That's exactly what the County of Riverside, the 2016 Outstanding Partner recipient, does for local students.
You know, this is a very important honor for the County of Riverside. We have been partners with Riverside Community College District for many, many years. We take pride in being a partner with the district.
Education is key to the county's plan to transform communities and the local economy. Riverside Community College District is one of the fortunate partners in this effort.
We love to partner with the district. Anything that helps the district benefits the entire county. We partner with the district on Passport to College, which helps serious students move on to a four-year degree or beyond.
This focus on young people's development extends beyond the traditional classroom and includes a long-standing partnership at the Ben Clark Public Safety Training Center. Programs that open up new opportunities in other areas also receive support.
We partner on the Ben Clark Training Facility, which provides vital training programs for the Sheriff's Office, which enhances our public safety.
You won't find a member on our board who doesn't put a top priority on young adults. So myself, Supervisor Buster, who was in office at the time, both representing Riverside, said let's find a way to do it. So I think over a period of 5 years, we each funded $1 million to the Aquatic Center, and boy, has it paid off in droves.
While all aspects of the RCC County of Riverside partnership help students, some have more immediate personal impact.
We help provide scholarships at Moreno Valley College, which helps students in the health programs, which benefits our medical center and clinics, which enhances our health and welfare of the entire county.
This year, as Riverside City College celebrates its 100th anniversary and Moreno Valley and Norco colleges celebrate their 25ths, partnerships change over time, but this partnership with the County of Riverside, the district, and the RCCD Foundation will undoubtedly continue into another century of excellence.
It's been a pure delight to work with the district. They are always trying to improve the colleges and help the county move forward.
It's going to take a combination. It takes partnerships. It's government and community that help make these programs work and work successfully. No one can do it individually by themselves. It takes a partnership.
For the past century, the county and its leaders have supported our colleges and have been integral to the programs that serve our shared communities. Thank you and congratulations.
Joining Chancellor Burke and President Blumenthal for the presentation is Foundation Board President Joan Roberts, and accepting the 2016 Outstanding Partner Award on behalf of the County of Riverside, our Riverside County Supervisor Marion Ashley and Supervisor Kevin Jeffries. Please welcome them to the stage. These are memorable moments. We're making history here tonight, so these photo ops are really, really important and special, so that in another 100 years, we can look back on them and look at everybody's hairstyles and remember how wonderful the evening was. The Advanced Chamber Singers is the most recent addition to the choral department at Moreno Valley College. This ensemble performs a wide variety of musical genres, from classical to Broadway to vocal jazz. On May 24th, the ensemble will perform the Fauré Requiem with chamber orchestra and organ in the beautiful main assembly hall on the Moreno Valley College campus. They will also be performing a set of timeless Gershwin tunes in the famous El Paseo Drive in Palms Desert on May 6th. Under the direction of Alan Scott, please welcome Moreno Valley College's advanced chamber singers performing Josh Groban's mega hit, You Raise Me Up. Thank you so much. Our next award recognizes distinction in public service. This year's honoree is a man of utmost integrity and one whose exceptional, unwavering leadership and volunteerism has shaped the city and this community in countless ways. Amy, thank you for correcting my cues and my sincere apologies to our next honoree. Please watch the video.
For Riverside Community College, District's 2016 Distinguished Public Service recipient, education was more than a goal, it was a passion and a calling. Born in Panama, educated in the United States, and now serving in the California State Assembly, Jose Medina has stood in front of the classroom and the state as an example of the American dream.
You know, I think I started public service because I've come from a family who believes that we need to give back to others. And as a college student, I was very involved. I first ran for the Harupa Unified School Board, and that motivated me. And I'm very happy to say that in the years that have gone by, I've seen the public schools, Harupa schools, doing much better, college going rate improving.
His service as a teacher, a K-12 district board member in Harupa, an RCCD board member for 13 years, and now as an assemblyman has made an impact.
Jose's always thinking about, what's best for our region, what's best for his district, and what's best for our city.
One of the pleasures that I have still serving in the legislature is the time that I get to spend with students. So whenever students come up to Sacramento to see me, I'm most happy to spend time with them.
Students will always hold a special place in the heart of the former Poly High School history teacher.
Jose is kind of leading the charge, making sure that all students have access to our universities and colleges.
Yet, as an assemblyman, Jose represents the entire community, not just the education sector.
With Jose's background, and not just as a high school teacher or as a member of the higher education committee now in the state assembly, but as a trustee with the Riverside Community College District, he was really concerned about those students who may have a different path for their career advancement, and he had been a huge advocate for those students.
An elected official is always balancing competing needs and opinions of constituents, Democrats, Republicans, and independents. It was a lesson Jose learned early on at what some might consider an unusual venue. Longtime friend Richard Ramirez remembers those donut shop roundtable sessions.
Jose put up with a lot because we had a lot of the local businessmen that had established themselves in Riverside, and what I consider old Riverside, and they would just give Jose a rash of a hard time. And the thing that sticks out in my mind with Jose, he never got mad, and he always answered it with a smile. And that showed me a lot of respect.
Today, Jose serves as chairman of the Higher Education Committee, an assignment that tests his diplomatic and political skills. He welcomes the challenge.
You know, I think it's a perfect fit for me because there's nothing that I'm more passionate about than education.
We honor a former trustee and now the chairman of the Assembly Committee on Higher Education, Jose Medina. I cannot think of a more deserving person to be receiving the Distinguished Public Service Award. Thank you, Assemblyman Medina, for your support and your leadership in support of education.
Please welcome to the stage former RCCD Board of Trustee member and our own 61st District Assembly member, Jose Medina.
It is both humbling and with a lot of gratitude that I received this award. And Debbie, you're forgiven. There are lots of people that I want to thank. Certainly one of the first is Rich Ramirez, who I've had a long friendship with. I want to mention my first and only RCC teacher, and that was my tennis teacher, Fran Bushman, who I took tennis with one summer at RCC. Also, you know, there were many, many friendships. Certainly all the trustees, present and past, that I served with, and the years we spent together mean the world to me. So to them, all the presidents that I served with, and among those, Dr. Linda Lacey, who's here tonight. You know, the students continue to amaze me, the talent of the young people in Riverside that we've seen here, that we saw, and the dance and the music, and the students that come visit me. I am amazed by the talent of our young people. And also we saw in the videos the starting blocks. And among the 13, in the 13 years that I was at RCC, I think that program, which is now in its 6th year, thanks to Henry Coyle and Dane and the collaboration that I got to do with them, the thousands of students, the thousands of young people in our community, from the east side in Casablanca, who have been able to benefit from the swimming program, I think is also a mark of the great work that RCC does in the community. So with that, let me just thank everyone and tell you how happy I am to receive this award. So thank you very much.
Congratulations again, Assemblymember Medina. The RCC dance program is a comprehensive arts, have you heard this before? Discipline that offers a multitude of educational opportunities for both the dance major and the general population at Riverside City College. Their diverse offerings, as I said before, offer theory, creative lecture, and technique courses, as well as numerous performing opportunities and touring ensembles. The following dance piece is Sit. It not only represents the diverse and eclectic genres and techniques offered by RCC Dance, but it also honored and was awarded at the 2016 American College Dance Festival in March. So sit back and enjoy Sit, I promise you this time, choreographed by Associate Faculty Mark A. Haynes and the dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, RCC Dance. Thank you so much, guys. Our next honorees have put the world-renowned RCC Marching Tigers and Riverside on the map for over 30 years. True ambassadors, their dedication is an example to follow. The video, please.
If anyone can be said to have put Riverside City College and the district on a world stage, it would have to be the 2016 Chancellor's Award winners Gary and Sheila Locke. Their calling card was the Marching Tigers, and it was impossible not to open the door and let them in. But in the beginning, it seemed a door had closed, not opened.
I remember that first night, and after working all summer and all that Gary had done, and 16 people being there, they were different, a couple dancers, a couple trumpet players.
They were okay with it because, oh, well, we have 16 trumpets. Everybody else in the band must be somewhere else right now. It's a new experience for me. When they found out, we all realized by the end of the night, uh-oh. I left 172 in the program at North.
It was a sick feeling.
Yeah, driving
in the
home,
pit of my
it
stomach.
was 18 miles home that night. It was the longest drive ever. I wanted to pull over and be ill.
Longtime educator and former city councilman Chuck Beatty played the Sam Phillips role to Gary Locke's Elvis-like potential.
Someone had to find someone so good. And I feel just proud that I brought him to Riverside, because somebody else would have brought him someplace else and he would have gone some other direction, again to the top of the field.
But high school, community college, or university, a marching band is a marching band is a marching band. Or is it?
And one thread through the whole thing has been that we've always tried to be different. We're not your dad's, mom and dad's marching band. So we would do different things that we brought to the equation from our days of working at Disney and doing shows, where the visible classroom, Dr. Kane's vision was that we would be the visible classroom for the college.
The Locke's Visible Classroom produced many successful graduates, including one who's carried the baton forward to new generations. Achieving that level of student success took hard work on and off the field.
I've never worked. I go to school. I get to do something that our family, we're passionate about.
Sheila was so much behind the scenes, and I don't think Gary could be as good as Gary is, because they think of themselves as a team.
Field shows led to parades, which led to appearances in television commercials and shows, music videos, and movies. The Marching Tigers also traveled the world, performing in London, Spain, and other venues. But it is an early days memory that sticks in Gary's mind.
You can't even explain in words what it's like to be in the Tournament of Roses parade. That parade is the biggest thing in the universe. So in one event, you're seen by 300 million now worldwide, but live, in person, there's something like 65 or 70,000 people in one of the grandstands, and you're going to march by. So that's like an amazing, and if you're the lead unit, there's nothing in front of you. There's no horses, any leftover things from horses.
It's just you and an empty street and all of these people who are so excited.
Yet behind the accolades, awards, TV and film credits lies the music, the performance, and the experience, the essence of what it means to be a marching tiger.
Well, I can first remember seeing the RCC Marching Tigers when I was a freshman in high school. I remember seeing on our tractor trailer that it said musical ambassadors to the world, and that stuck out to me.
They want to be part of the RCC buzz, the RCC experience, which is definitely unique and different in the world. It's not a university band, it's not a high school band, it's not a drum corps or youth band. It's, as the kids will say, it's RCC.
Being part of something unique, performing for millions of people on the streets and airways is truly success on a grand scale. The Marching Tigers, under the direction of Gary and Sheila Locke, experienced it for 36 years as a tight unit.
Usually on these things they'll say, okay, do you have any last thing to add? I think it's important that everybody knows that it is a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of effort. But if you motivate somebody and then they start doing the work, then, as we mentioned, the energy starts going. And they learn really quickly, if they're around us enough, that you don't have to have the same last name to be a part of a family.
I could not be prouder to bestow this year's Chancellor's Award for Excellence upon Gary and Sheila Locke. Thank you both for more than 30 years of commitment to our students and to the Marching Tigers. You are world ambassadors for RCC and this community.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming the Chancellor's Award for Excellence recipients Gary and Sheila Locke.
Thank you everybody for coming to such a great night. Couldn't have done this without all the people and friends and colleagues that I've worked with over all these millions of years. 44 days from today, my 44 years ends. So it's kind of all been bittersweet the last few months, especially taking 359 people to Paris for the New Year's Day parade as a big ending, and now here we are here tonight. I'm humbled and honored to be in the same program with Jose and Virginia, two longtime friends and colleagues. So that's an award all by itself. I want to thank Kevin and Charlie and Rita and Mark and Jasminka, names you won't know, but they're in your program, the people that are the music department at RCC. And I have to thank some of the supporters over the years that made it possible when times got tough. Obviously, Dr. Charles Beatty for bringing me to John North High School those many years ago, and we sat and talked about what a Blue Star Regiment was, what it could be. We did the Macy's Parade and the Rose Parade, and then the other big guy put his arm on my shoulder one night at an RCC game, Dr. Charles Kane. It was his vision that created all of this, actually. Along the way, there were a lot of helpers. Currently, Dr. Isak, of course. Linda Lacey is here, who made a big difference in our program. But I was standing on the shoulders of giants the whole time. They were all just great people. And I have to again thank Dr. Kane for having the vision to say that a junior college could have a world-class music department. Thank you all. Thanks for everybody here that's been a part of this, my career, and all the success that Sheila and I and our family have had. My son Paul, who writes our drill, is here tonight. Just everybody, it's humbling, and I'm honored. Thank you very much.
They have done us proud. The Riverside City College Chamber Singers is comprised of the top singers from the college. They have performed at the American Choral Directors Association Western Division Conference in 2010 and 2013, the ACTA National Conference in 2011, and the National Collegiate Choral Organization National Conference in 2012. They have competed and placed first at the Eisteddfod Choral Competition in Wales, the International Choral Competition in South Korea, and the California International Choral Competition in San Luis Obispo, California. Please welcome RCC Chamber Singers under the direction of John Bayan.
we went and pleaded. Have mercy, mercy, mercy. Oh Lord, have mercy, mercy. Please don't kill me, Captain, don't you kill me. Don't you kill me, no, stop. I'm fighting till my death. I'm gonna keep on running till my very last breath. Shouting, great God, great God, great God Almighty. Great God, great God, great God, great God Almighty. Great God Almighty, great God Almighty, mighty, mighty. Great God Almighty, great God Almighty, mighty, mighty. Great God, great God, great God Almighty. Great God, great God, great God Almighty. Great God Almighty, great God Almighty.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you all. Our final honoree of the night is a woman who is known for her expertise in the courtroom, the community, and for her dedication to Riverside Community College District and the greater community. Please turn your attention to the screen.
For Virginia Blumenthal, Riverside Community College District's 2016 Alumna of the Year, RCC is a constant companion, treasured in her memory and celebrated in her daily life.
I don't remember actually when RCC was not a part of my life. My memories of RCC are so fond.
The college loomed large in her family life too. Her father encouraged her without reservation, and her mother, a one-time RCC student, cut a memorable figure in the cafeteria.
My father taught both my sister and myself that we could do anything we wanted to do as long as we worked hard enough at doing it. Mother was the person who persevered for anything. She was the rock.
Encounters with excellent professors, such as the late Dr. Dina Stallings, had a lifelong impact, preparing Blumenthal for a career in law and her role as a leader. Colleagues rate her as the county's top defense attorney.
She is extremely smart, she's book smart, she's street smart, she's bright, she's personable, she's intense, but above all else, she's the hardest worker I've ever seen.
Though a hard charger in the courtroom, Blumenthal believes in teamwork and values others' contributions.
I care about the Inland Empire, I really do, and it is very much an honor to be able to represent the area in which, from which I'm elected, but it's an even bigger honor to work with the board members to help guide this district in setting policies. I credit this board with helping to make Riverside Community College District one of the strongest districts in the state.
Blumenthal's desire to make a difference is evident in the courtroom, but extends into every aspect of her life.
She is a formidable person because of her intellect, but more importantly because of her absolute 100% all-in support of whatever she gets involved in. And I believe because of her leadership, she makes everybody around her a lot better.
With all of her accomplishments and accolades, what Blumenthal values most is the difference RCC makes in students' lives, whether it's through academics or groups like the RCC Marching Tigers.
I support a lot of those activities because what you're seeing is the culmination of everything you have supported. When you see our students walking down the Champs-Élysées on New Year's Day and you're hearing the French citizens cheering, you know, yay for the USA, and to watch the pride that our students have in performing, and to watch the level of excellence that they have attained. And that's the philosophy of our district.
Aside from her fame as a defense lawyer, it is perhaps her connection to RCC for which Blumenthal is best known.
She is involved in so many things that are centered around students and education, and she really believes in the community college system and giving back.
Colleague Steve Harmon can't imagine anyone who is more worthy of receiving the Alumnus of the Year award in the college's centennial year.
Well, I can't imagine anyone being more deserving of this award. She's been an icon in our community for all these 40 years.
Tonight's award is an honor that holds special meaning for Blumenthal.
I know what that college did for me. I know what that college has meant to me, especially even now, almost 50 years later. I can tell you the major impact it had. And to be honored by the college that you love so much means everything.
People have no idea where Virginia got her bachelor's degree, where she got her master's degree, what law school she attended, but everyone knows she is a graduate of RCC.
The people in the past who have won this award have so deserved it, and I've never really put myself into their class and their category. I've always bragged about RCC. I've extolled its virtues as long as I can remember, and to be recognized by those people who have been there previously and by those people who are the leaders now means so much to me.
I am pleased to congratulate one of our own, President of the Board of Trustees, Virginia Blumenthal, as this year's Alumna of the Year. It is a pleasure to have an alumna serve not only as a trustee, but also as President of the Board at this time. Thank you and congratulations.
It is my distinct pleasure to welcome the 60th RCCD Alumnus of the Year and my close friend, Virginia Blumenthal.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's amazing how life works. I never wanted to go to Riverside City College. To me, it was an extension of high school. 2 more years at Terracina Tech. There were other colleges I wanted to attend. There were other colleges where I was accepted, including Stanford. But we were very poor in those years, so off I went to RCC. I attended my first college class at RCC. I received my first ever F grade at RCC. I had a huge wake-up call at RCC, and then I started learning. I learned health science in a class of 35, being taught by the actual professor, not in a mini auditorium in a class of 350 being taught by a graduate assistant. I met professors who truly loved the students and whose primary purpose in life was to educate, enlighten, and liberate. I met the Dr. Dina Stallings and the Dr. Robert Dixons of the world, who made such a difference in my life and the lives of others. Perhaps the RCC school song says it best. Unknown the years that lie ahead, but strongly armed are we. By precepts wise we shall be led, and take our strength from thee. Alma Mater Riverside, glory and our guide, far from your halls, remembrance calls with love and pride. With spirits free, we honor thee, our Riverside. I am so indebted to RCC that I truly believe I should be giving RCC an award and not the other way around. Thank you all so very much.
Virginia. Let's give her another round of applause. Really special honor. Our final performance of the night is the RCC Jazz Ensemble. Yeah, that's right. Known as one of the finest community college jazz ensembles in the United States, the ensemble has appeared as a featured performer at numerous events, jazz festivals, and conferences throughout the United States. This year, they are the 2016 Downbeat Magazine winner for Outstanding Community College Jazz Ensemble. For our final performance of the night, please welcome once more the RCC Jazz Ensemble under the direction of Charlie Richard. Thank you so much. Well, we're at the end of our evening. Thank you all for sharing the wonderful evening with us, featuring the guest artists, outstanding honorees, and excellent community colleges. And Amy will probably get after me, but I have to just interject a little personal note and let you all know that RCCD, even though I didn't go to school there, at RCC, I feel like I've been involved with the foundation for so many years that you all are part of my family. So I thank you all for the great work that all of you who are involved in faculty and staff at RCC, at Norco College, at Moreno Valley College, and in the district office. You do a fabulous job and should be congratulated for the ambassadors that you are all across the nation for us and in the world. Thank you. Now please join me in giving all of our recipients, performers, and sponsors a final round of applause. Thank you.